Yeah. So, it sounds like something... It sounds like something like a whale call. Just a massive reverberating sound. But yeah, so Jericho, as you're descending, you also hear this, but at your level, it actually reverberates the structures around you.
Am I on level 3 then?
Thing starts rattling. No, you're at 5.
Oh, okay.
You're just about to descend level 5. And yeah, everything around you just starts rattling with the intensity of the sound.
Okay. I need to leave. I'm continuing trying to find my way back down to level 3.
Yeah, people have started genuinely panicking around you and just pushing and shoving and kicking.
Pissing and shitting and farting.
Yes. So, main ways inaccessible. Wade catches up to you a little later. There's just a riot as people are trying to get out of this tilted city.
Using my abilities, trying to find the least occupied space to get down as possible.
You could always just keep descending the fucking gap.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, descend the barrel of the giant space gun.
It's gonna be a giant, it's fine.
That is an option you have.
Let's do it.
Okay. Yeah, okay, hold on. You hear that, right? I'm not hallucinating that. That's real.
Yeah, that's pretty real. I'm just trying to get us...
We're going towards it.
As opposed to...
We're going towards that sound.
Towards the sound puts us towards Puddles' spaceship, which gets us out of here.
Yeah, but ship down.
Yeah. As opposed... Do you have a way to get off the...
No.
That's what I'm trying to do. Get there quick. Trying to get there before this thing fires, this thing awakens.
Right, yeah, okay, yeah. And the sort of skittering that has been nearby and or distant has been increasing in volume, but it's a little odd now, as usually it sounded just like a horde of feet, just all scampering in a direction. But now the sound seems to sort of focus. It seems to collect and move in a single direction.
Unified marching rats.
Slowly it begins to form a march.
Let's go.
As you can actually see down near the lower levels, the tide of bodies move in a single slow motion. South.
Wild, okay.
So you're just sort of scaling.
None of the train lines from the transportation floor is intact.
You're not on the transportation floor.
I'm looking at it, right? Because I'm on the 5th.
Yeah. I'll tell you this. It's tilted as shit, but there is still one... Fuck off. There's one still connected. It has torn off the ground of the city, but the sort of like transport line leading out of the city on the big lifted bridge, the track to that is still connected.
And where's that track going?
Out.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can... Does that look stable enough to climb?
If you can get to it.
Alright, let's make our way to it. That's my plan right now.
Getting back to Puddles, where are you going?
Puddles is going to probably still head for his ship. Am I on that side? Am I on that?
Flip a coin.
Alright. I'm not even going to try and catch it. It's not going to happen. Fuck.
Oh, well, flip it again.
I'm on the other side.
Yeah, you mount up to the edge and you see all the factories on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, I can get over there pretty easily. It's just, I'll draw attention. So I think...
sort of pretty much right below you. You can very clearly hear the unified tide.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move side to side, so basically I'm in line with it as close as possible, like from my side. Does that make sense?
Well.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to back up. I'm going to, like, Yoshi glide down the side of my side, and then jet propulsion up, and then as soon as I get over the lip, I'm going to turn off my rocket and try and just stealthily glide down.
Okay, yeah. So you're
basically, I'm getting momentum with my rocket, and then once they could see me, I turn it off and just glide down. So basically, I'm drawing less attention.
Yeah, you're just doing a climb.
Is that flying or stealth or?
I'm gonna say flying.
Okay.
First.
I'm pretty good at that.
Pretty good at that. Piloting.
21.
A 21 for flying. That is a pretty good flying score. Damn, you haven't rolled under 20 in a while.
We're high level. We know what we're doing.
You know what you're doing. You take a good running jump off and kick on your rockets. And you see that does draw like a few like looks, but then they just immediately begin marching again. And you up over the edge. And yeah, you can see shit has rolled over and slid over here.
Can I roll perception to see what the bottom is looking like?
As you're crossing over?
Yeah.
Yeah, you start to crest and you can see straight down. Perception.
That is a slutty 20.
Damn, goddamn. Yeah,
I want to kill you. Stop rolling so
well. Damn. It's actually very good you rolled so well. You are boosted into the air, and you cast a glance downward, and you can see, the main support pillar does in fact have a gigantic hinge in the center of it. And that is, you can assume what's holding the two halves in place right now. And you can see that it is swarming.
So I imagine the undermarket is like built around the hinge, right? There's just like a big hole in the undermarket where that would be, where they built around it. So does the undermarket look good from what I can tell?
Along the line of the giant fucking split, there's a couple things that were cut in half. And there's a couple lines that are slack, but for the most part, the undermarket's doing the best.
Okay.
So you boost up and you're escaping the city down the road towards your ship.
Yeah, just gliding down.
Galena, it's pretty slow going.
I'm trying to get onto the train line that you mentioned.
Okay, so you're not meeting up with Puddles. You want to tell him that?
Phone him in, yeah.
Yeah. You want to give him a codec call?
Me and Wade heard the hum at the center, and we didn't know what that was, so we should take an alternate route. If you could use the ship and pick us up, we'll be on a train line. Level 4.
Yeah, you just get silence. It's like
there's that like click and like the static hiss, so you know the radio's on.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you find Sierra? I didn't see anything on our side.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that. I'll please you to click out.
Yep, Wade's just climbing behind you.
We climb.
Well, climbing down. Climb back up.
Climb back down. It's the plan.
You're at your ship.
All right. How is Davey looking? No.
It was in Davey's garage.
I'm avoiding him. It's not.
Yeah. His garage door has been sort of tin canned by a piece of a crane.
Oof.
So you can just sort of get in under it. You will have to somehow blast that away.
I have guns. Actually, okay. Let me think. So a piece of a crane, do you mean like an entire ass? Like...
No, not the entire arm. Like this is like a winch of a crane.
Oh, okay, that's easy enough.
You pretty much just have to remove the door and it'll fall through.
Right. Yeah, I guess, like, can I just try to, like, this is gonna be wild for Puddles to roll. Can I roll some sort of, like, technical thing to just, like, turn it on and, like, activate it normally before I blow anything up?
Oh, I mean, the actual crane's a little bit away.
No, I'm saying the garage door.
Oh! No, it's super bent. It won't retract.
Okay. So if it's like tin canned in, I'm trying to think.
Like if it's like a water balloon where if like you made a hole, it would just.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I can burn my thermite disc.
Oh yeah, if you want to just slap that on there, I mean you don't even have to do that. You could just just fire your ship's guns at it.
Okay, that works too. Whatever works. Yeah, I'll slip in, hop in the
Pilot seat.
The pilot seat.
The cockpit, or the cloaca pit for Puddles.
Christ.
That's bad.
I blast it open.
Yeah, no, you just turn on your ship's guns, and it's pretty. You just and the garage door just paper maches apart, and the winch bounces off your hull. You can kind of vertical takeoff from this position.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to blast off and try and. Can I like ping in on Jericho's location?
Not right now. You can't.
Why not?
Your scopes all read nothing.
Okay.
And not like they're scrambled. Like they're all reading nothing.
All right. Well, she's an Ape and Talos native, so I'll call her and say, What line are you on?
We're on the...
You look up. The sign is missing. You have to look for a second. You look around. It's embedded through one of the train cabins.
Mm-hmm.
It's line 22B.
Looks like we're on line 22B.
All right.
On
the way.
You would know that's the outward line. That's Hieronymus's train.
There's no chance that a little something rail thing still works. Is there not an actual train, but
Jericho.
There's no chance that
take a look around.
There's a little.
You know what it is. You hear Wade "Hey."
Yeah.
Turns back he's finished prying open a barred gate, and yeah, there's a 4-man steamer. There's a little enclosed cart that is it is sideways, but it's actually still attached to the rails because it was in this little shed.
Will that function in getting us out of the city?
Maybe.
You have momentum on your side.
Yeah, momentum. Yeah, he walks around and pokes his head in, and parking brakes are on.
All right. If we would let this, so this thing is if we're on the
imagining you guys start rolling down and then it overturns.
Oh fuck! And it's that video of the dog on the fucking ski slope.
Alright, so with this cart, how is it gonna get... I thought it was 4th floor, rail, and then it sort of bent and pulled the metal straight on this side.
Yeah, so the rail used to go that way. The rail has pulled up away from the floor, so it's still basically in place. So now there's just a bunch of rail over empty space. Yeah, no, Puddles, it's pretty easy to swing around and get to that. Well, except it isn't, because you're blind again, because something is reaching up into your field of view.
What is it?
I think you know.
Oh, God.
Yeah, something has just exploded through the floor and is reaching up towards you.
Me specifically?
Yes. It's taking a swipe at you.
I'm going to leave.
You're gonna try to duck his ass?
Yeah, I'm going to basically, and everything's opened up, so everyone could see me, right? Pretty obviously.
Oh yeah.
Even Jericho, where she's at, could probably look up and see this happening.
Oh yeah, no. The light just sort of casts your own shadow as this thing through the floor.
Yeah, Puddles is just going to rocket out of the city as fast as possible alongside that train line. Should I roll flying against that?
Yeah.
19.
19, yeah. No, you tuck a wing and spin and pull your nose up and just sort of drift dodge his ass as he... And yeah, the light is odd because it doesn't seem to be emitting light. It appears to just be light. It's not something burning, it just is, and then it just extinguishes.
Alright, wait, did you see that?
Fucking did I see that?
I think it's time to go.
Okay, yeah, shit. Give me a nothing roll for Wade.
Yeah, girl, give us nothing. That's a nat 1.
Okay, it's been a while since I did one of the. Okay, I think he pulls a lever forward and the engine turns on. The parking brake does not disengage.
Oh, okay.
The back end starts lifting up.
Wade?
What? Oh shit! He is inside the cockpit.
I mean, I'm not inside the cockpit. Yeah, that was funny on. Wait, I would be.
You can jump on.
No, like
Yeah.
okay, hold on. Give me a reason you wouldn't be inside.
I'm not. I would be inside of it. I was.
Okay, yeah. So you are now tipping forward.
Can I fix it? What is? Let me look at it.
You want to roll?
Yeah.
Okay. You have to find the parking brake lever.
That's a 16 with intelligence.
16. Yeah, no, you find it. You like dive across and like just like trying to worm underneath, and you twist the red lever, and yeah, your back end slams down as you begin just rocketing down these rails.
Here's to hoping we don't rocket straight through this railing.
Wait. What the fuck do you... And you hit the curve on the railing, and you are thrown against the floor as the cart starts rocking back and forth.
Yeah.
Shit! Fuck! Fuck!
Yeah.
Shit!
I'm trying to hold on to the sides.
Actually, give me a roll for that.
Yeah, I just imagine you like dock off with your wires.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so you just to either side. I'm gonna say with that. You know what it is? Give me a roll anyway.
With what?
This is a D6 plus 1 dex. So you roll a D6 also? What is it?
That is a slutty 20.
Ah, it's a slutty 20. Yeah, no, you reach out, and then you disconnect one because Wade comes flying towards you. You have to roll out of the way as he against the window.
Nearly clothesline him.
Yeah.
He about took you with him.
Oh.
But yeah, he against the window and fuck, and then as the cart slams back down, and you are going. He basically just did a burnout in a minecart.
That's awesome.
And you are shooting down that rail, rocking back and forth rapidly.
Well, there goes the smooth ride. How are you holding up?
Fuck!
Just lying on the floor, and I'm just like...
Give Wade one harm.
Okay,
I'm
I
dusting
don't have
off.
his stats, so that's on you, buddy.
I'm just dusting myself off.
Oh, alright. Are we
Just
being
like-
followed?
Declining on like a fucking 90-degree angle.
You are absolutely fucking booking it. You're going fast.
Yeah. Let's go.
Are we being followed?
You are. You see Puddles' ship like flying next to you.
Okay. I'll radio in, and how are you holding up? We saw the... Is that the governor?
Yeah.
Alright. Does he have magic?
We know he's a demon, right? Do we?
Just Puddles?
I don't
Puddles
remember.
got told because he went to the Cobalt Menagerie. And
Right,
Regalia
yeah.
spilled the beans. So now he knows that he's a real-ass fucking demon.
Yeah. Given what we know about him, this makes sense.
Hey, not to interrupt this. Wade has stuck his head out of the side and is being fucking buffeted, but he points back behind you. As you can see, there are objects starting to pour out of the gap and climb the rails
Oh, boy. Alright.
from the city.
I'm looking for, steering controls. Not just controls, but, speed controls. See if I can stabilize
Yeah,
this.
it was the first thing Wade grabbed.
Okay. Can I pull it down to stabilize us? So we're not...
Yeah, no, you sort of reduce speed a little bit. The creatures are the shapes, which you can, assume are rat people. I've started just sort of scampering along the rail line after you.
That's fine. We're going way quicker than that.
Way faster than they are.
Yeah.
That's not what you should be worried about, though. What you should probably be worried about is the fact that the Colossus has gotten up to your right
Oh, God.
and is winding back a swing towards the city with the sword in hand.
At us, too?
Not towards you, but towards the city in general.
How is that a problem for us?
Well, that would be a problem given the fact that another giant white shape has formed out of the crack in the city. You see two sets of fingers sort of take hold on the outside edges of the split city and pull a similarly sized figure out of it.
Christ.
And
That's horrible, alright.
And the Colossus takes a swing down, and the giant blade, you see the edge of it strike the shoulder of the white figure and just erupt into sparks and flame as it bites in and then cuts away. You see the blackened metal that it usually was now reduced to a very, very reflective, fine metal polish on the edge. And then the shockwave hits you, and the rails start rattling again.
How far away from the city are we at this point?
You're about half a mile and cruising.
Let's go. Oh, crank up the speed again.
You crank the speed up.
Should we roll for something about that? Like,
Maneuvering, keeping the cart on the rails.
piloting is intelligence, so I'll give you a +1. 14?
A 14. Yeah, you look over the dash and jam a stabilizers button, and two jets of steam from the top of the cart, and sort of start to balance out the motion. But yeah, there's a fucking mecha fight happening.
I'm
about 2 miles to your right.
I'm just looking to get out of here, dog. I need to go.
Leave
the mecha to his demons.
You just on the rail line?
Yeah. Wherever this takes us, we're going.
So yeah, you are just riding the rails out, and there are a couple more blows exchanged between the two giants as you're leaving, and it actually is just kind of hard to look at.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a little like because you were traveling away and the position of the two, it's like looking at a solar eclipse with a giant dark object backlit by a blinding light as they begin to fight.
So this giant it's like this giant white pillar of humanoid? That's wild.
You speed off very quickly, and soon the battle is flashing lights on the horizon and deep rumbling echoes. Wade has sort of patched up. He got a gash on his forehead from hitting the fucking window, which is just spider-webbed. Okay, what did...
Doing alright, Pinball?
I'm doing okay. So, I can't work my radio with this fucking weird rod.
Can't. That's fine. I'm trying to lighten the mood, forgive me. It's not...
I don't think it's the time or the place.
Yeah, I'm trying to...
Yeah,
a bit of a shift.
No, I get it, but
right.
like, not neither the time nor the. What did Puddles say? Like
Sierra
he's
appears to be dead.
What?
Puddles couldn't find her. That's the newest thing.
What? So missing?
I don't know the details. It's just what seemed to be suggested is that Sierra.
And like, what? Like he stares at you like he's just trying to figure out something. Like he's trying to decipher you for a moment, and like, no, he told you that she is.
Not exactly. Do you want the headset to talk to him?
I mean, you can look up at the ship. There's not a mech attached to it.
Yeah, like, and yeah, he does. He goes to the window and. Like, he's looking up at, like, the gunner's seat, too. And, yeah, he just sort of, like, sits back down.
I'm sorry for your loss.
He's a little unresponsive.
Go back to looking at the front of my window.
Yeah, you see in the distance, in the far distance, because we described earlier, the train moved at, like, Mach fuck you for a while, and it took it like several hours to reach the mining colony.
Yeah.
So you can see in the far distance.
It takes us the amount of time it took us in Arc 4 to get there.
But yeah, it is sort of just a lot of... Eventually Wade does kind of put the spear up somewhere high where it won't fuck with most of the tech. And you do see some of the controls do just not work. But he does that and grabs the radio and sort of reconfirmed with Puddles.
Yeah, I mean, what does he say?
He just like, you serious?
Yeah.
Alright. And I assume the rest of the ride goes on in kind of uncomfortable silence.
Yeah.
Does Jericho try to lighten the mood anymore?
No. That phase over.
So, yeah, it takes a couple of hours. In that time, Wade set to dressing your wound a little more permanently.
That's nice.
You can tell he has some decent experience with the sort of thing.
Thank you, Wade.
But yeah, just like nod. He tended to his own head wound. And yeah, the sun has started to crest and begin its descent. It's maybe 3, 4.
PM?
Yeah, as you begin to near the edge of the mining town.
Alright, yeah.
I think Puddles has outpaced you.
Yeah.
And is probably just like flew to the town to sort of scout around, make sure there was no one there.
Very abandoned.
Makes sense. There's just a giant tank carcass in the middle of town.
Yep, there's a burnt out tank. Fond memories, I'm sure.
Where was it dropped from? I thought it was dropped from a roof first.
Dropped from the sky.
Dropped from an airship.
Out of the fucking sky.
That's wild.
Same governor.
What a cunt.
Correct.
The governor. But yeah, you sort of cruise to a halt. Oh wait, I think we did establish the rail line is a little bit fucked.
Oh yeah, at the end you're in trouble.
Yeah, so you're just sort of pulling up. There's no more rail.
It's not even that. It's basically like the train, the other train exploded at the end of the line.
Yeah, so you have to sort of grind to a halt a little bit sooner, which is a little easier because you're very light. But you pull the e-brake, you start to tip again, and you shut it off and start to ease into it. But yeah, you eventually cruise to a halt, just sparks flying from your wheels. And you exit out into a place that two of you have not been to in a while, and I assume Jericho has never been to.
Jericho's never been here. She's usually never in, like,
Southern Outlands, yeah.
Out in the Outlands. We cut a few times on it.
Out in them lands.
It is caked in dust.
Wild.
The sand and dust has just started piling up around this place. No one's cleaned it. It's super abandoned. Yeah, there's just a blown out fucking tank carcass.
I wonder what happened here.
Well,
is this from the old other war? Or?
He sent a fucking tank to kill us.
To kill you?
And he points over to Puddle's ship.
Oh, okay. That's alright.
He's been after this for a little.
Actually, it was Wade who took out that tank.
Yeah.
Actually, glad I wasn't there.
It wasn't the most fun. I met a snake guy.
Snake guy?
Yeah.
Glenn? Never. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that there was snake people.
Since the fucking world's ending, he could shoot lightning out of his mouth.
Okay, I'm assuming this is a crazy freak experiment and not just a race of people I didn't know about until now?
I fucking hope not.
Maybe he's the demon. You don't know.
I assume a race of lightning shoot. You said lightning? Are you sure it's lightning? It doesn't just look like lightning?
Yeah, it fucking opened his mouth, big crack of thunder, fucking killed a dude.
You can see the corpses of like 20 people over there.
There are no corpses.
I see.
The jackals leave nothing. The vultures neither.
That's... And you...
You can see there is remains. There's some burnt out forge walkers. There's walls are just covered in gunshots. There are some big craters.
Let's see, you're a mech-sized Yamcha hole.
You said lightning? Like from the sky lightning. Same thing.
Yeah, no, man.
It wasn't just a small electric beam.
I don't fucking know. I didn't perform a study on it.
That's fascinating.
That is certainly something you could say as he's walking away. That is certainly something you could say about it.
Could you do anything else?
I think it's one of his hands caught fire.
Alright, that looks...
Yeah, Wade has been walking towards Puddles.
Puddles is just out of his mech, like, looking at it, making sure... Because it got shot a few times, just, like, looking over repairs.
It almost got hit with an AT-4.
He's got his mask on.
I'll walk up behind him. Not making any...
Yeah, so why are you sneaking behind him?
I'm not trying to sneak behind him, but as he went off, I decided just, like, I should go over there, too.
She's slinking.
She's skulking.
It's her natural state of being.
Yes, it'd be...
Sneakering,
yeah.
So yeah, you just sort of follow behind him. Wade just kind of walked up to, like, you and looked down at Puddles and looked up at the mech.
Puddles gives Wade a hug. Just like a big, tight hug.
Yeah, no, like he would actually crouch down to return that.
Yeah, you hear him sniffling behind the mask.
Jericho isn't saying anything, but
good.
Sort of,
For once.
Yeah, it's sort of looking out at the horizon mostly.
You see it.
From where did that appear inside my mind?
You hear that voice.
You Jericho or you everyone?
Jericho does.
I'm gonna I'll just go for a walk real quick.
Do you focus on, like, the noise of like hearing that? Like, you're paying attention to that?
Absolutely.
It takes a second, but, like, the direction that came from sort of solidifies into, like, beside you.
Look beside me.
And it is a man in a brown suit. He is standing there. As I have described him before, he is just kind of like a sort of middle-aged looking dude. Some brown hair. He's in a suit. It doesn't look too...
Corduroy suit?
Doesn't really fill it out. Just like a sort of a brown sort of professor's coat. Yeah, corduroy, maybe some, like, tweed.
And who could you possibly be?
Everyone asks that question first.
It's just an easy opener.
Is that really what you want to know?
Oh, you're the governor?
That is what you know me by, I assume.
Yeah, I recognized you back when the city split in half. Odd fellow.
You know me by that name.
Governor, yes. I've done work for you a couple times.
Yes, you have. You have been exceedingly efficient at the work that I have given you.
It's my bread and butter.
You are far too calm.
Part of the job, mostly. Not letting things get in your way. Like, yeah.
And he's just holding a stare into you.
It's quite rude to stare.
What do you hold dear?
Family values. Things that are closest to me.
You would let go of everything else to hold on to it.
Most certainly.
I have a family myself.
Most people in your position do. Are they well?
There's a little bit of a tilt. You must know that I am not human.
I don't think Puddles ever told her. Like, when would we have had the chance? She was off on her own.
Okay.
You see,
Are you opening with...
he breathes out, and he breathes in, and sort of like the air inhales around him, you are surrounded by people. Not soldiers or demons, just people.
Alright.
Just thousands of them. And he exhales, and they are gone.
Do they look like him?
Just people you'd see on the street. In all walks of life, and all manner of people, Dune Lords.
Are you trying to poison... What are you doing right now?
That is the second question they all ask.
They all ask. Alright. To what do I owe the visit? Besides a lovely conversation.
You hold on to very little.
I mean, I can die at the drop of a hat. It's my profession. I don't keep my life very complicated.
When you die, what will you have?
Nothing but my rotting flesh and decaying bones, and the memories I spent with the people around me.
So you will die as you live.
Most certainly.
You are content.
It's hard to look up at the sky and ask for much more than what you can achieve.
He's smiling at you. It's a little odd.
Something fancy your mind?
He appears to just be openly weeping.
Something definitely seems to be troubling your mind.
And he's there, and he's not smiling anymore, and then he is, and then there are a dozen expressions that exist in that moment before he returns to his neutral one.
Would you like some time to catch your breath?
You are content to live and die with nothing but what you carry.
It's something I've grown to appreciate and value, yeah. I mean, as a young girl, I wasn't appreciative of what I was. But since then, I'm older now, wiser, more content. It's what everyone pursues. A sense of equilibrium with themselves and the people around them. You don't seem to have that, as if I were to take a guess from your probing questions. Still looking for something?
Still looking. No, I have found what I am searching for. I am unable to take it. Then perhaps I did find it and it was within grasp, but then it wasn't what I wanted.
I understand that. It looks like you still got some time left. Hair's still got some color in it.
There's a moment, and he smiles, and yet again, he is like a slideshow, like a million different faces before you.
Like actual in real time, his face is changing.
No, just like millions of them.
And okay, that's what I'm seeing. It's not in my mind.
My guy's a flip book.
Ah, now I see what you mean.
And just constantly these things, these faces are just all around or there and just in and out.
On the sake of starting off on the right foot, that would be a very handy trick to have in my profession. Where does somebody like you learn something like that?
My name is Damien, but that is not my name.
Is there a more preferable name you have? Something truer to your purpose?
War. I am become and deliver
certainly fit the...
I am unending.
I can see it. You seem to be a person who suffers through war.
No. And he smiles again for a moment, and I am.
I was just trying to make a lighthearted comment about personality, but it seems fine.
I was not born. I was not birthed or raised. I was created.
Alright. To do war, I presume. Why are you here? If I'm gonna...
I found that what I sought was not what I truly desired. I realized that...
You don't desire what you were created to do?
And you see, he's just sort of staring in a direction, and... It's time already. And as he exhales yet again with the wind, he appears to just blow away. And he's gone.
Wild. Alright. Jericho's gonna pull out a cigarette. It's been a while. It's like an old pack from a few years ago. Like an outdated cigarette, I guess.
You hear a rumbling from the mountains behind you.
Is it in the direction of Ape and Talus?
No. The other side, actually.
Yeah, Puddles and Wade.
Not more.
You both hear the deep rumble.
I look in the general direction of where the rumbling has come from, and
The mountains.
expecting Colossus 2, or look at the sky. It's just an earthquake.
You hear a rumble.
Alright.
Yeah, Wade has sort of stood up and just kind of pocketed his hands. He's staring at the mech.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to tell the two goons over here anything, but...
It's Jericho, of course not.
Austin characters complying with the party?
Impossible.
Could never. None of that seemed extremely important, aside from aside from getting visited from the governor. You didn't kill me. Nothing to exactly relay to the group. Just in a personal exchange between me and the governor. Weird visit. I don't want to stress out Puddles more.
Why the fuck didn't you tell me about the demon? You were having a bad day, man. I didn't want to lay more on you.
Yeah.
If that's dead ass what you're gonna do, then okay.
I'm gonna be honest. It is what I expected.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I'm just completely out of left field, but I'm just imagining Jericho sitting there, and then when Damien showed up, like raising out the floor. Hey, it's me.
No,
devil.
Stop!
Oh boy. So, the conversation with Damien just did it was a philosophical expose of...
Are you asking me, God?
Yeah, you God. A good summary.
Now,
Come up with your own
Now
conclusion.
explain the scene that you just performed. Are you post credits interviewing me? Is this gonna be on the special edition of the disc? What were you thinking when you designed this scene?
Yeah. Say, okay. Jericho knows that now, of course.
It's the director's cut, but like during the movie.
Oh shit! Somebody left a commentary on.
No. All right. Nothing of note aside from being visited by the governor.
Yeah, the rumbling's growing a little louder.
let's say we try to get out of here, right? Towards Puddles and the group.
You walk back over.
Wade being the only other member of our group.
Yeah, the group. Fuck, where else do we go?
We were going to reconvene with George's, but that wasn't... We didn't think we would be there for, like, 5 hours.
Yeah.
He's halfway across the... What do normal people refer to the world as?
There's a couple different words for it. People in the Empire refer to it as, Gallus. Like, the big globe, most everyone just calls it the plains, or like, the living space.
The map.
The light, the living quarters.
I'm just gonna say the world, that sounds normal.
The light,
the
living
world.
plain map world.
He's on the other side of the world right now. So... Puddles just kind of like, you know what we should do? We should go find... What is her name?
Regalia.
No, Sad.
Theo?
Theo?
Yes.
My niece?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should...
Let's go.
North.
Because we have someone here now who knows where she is, and you wanted to find her anyway.
I was gonna say that, like, the reason why I went to Apentus in the first place was to fix my memory.
Wade looks up and he grabs the spear off his back and he takes it out and he looks at it. And he gets just a long stare at that. I'm gonna kick his ass.
Yeah.
Are we doing that now or later or?
I'm gonna go kick his ass.
That's not smart.
Before or after Theo?
I'm gonna go kill that motherfucker.
With who?
Me. If I have to do it, myself. I have been pushed across the entire fucking world by one guy after another who has a giant master plan for fuck all, throwing away human lives. I'm gonna do what everyone should have done the second this started.
Seems like he lives many lives too.
I have a magic stick. And he puts it back just through the belt on his back and starts walking towards the cart.
It's not smart.
I have lost too many things to give a single fuck.
You think I haven't?
Are you coming?
I don't want to lose any more.
I don't think we have a choice.
No, we do. We
What?
know the Strauss girl is bringing an army.
So we wait.
I don't know if we just left. There's no. What are you going to do? Walk up to him?
Yeah.
And you think that'll work?
I got no idea. I got a magic stick. We got pretty close last time, didn't we?
If you go right now, you are going to die.
You're just gonna become a statistic, it seems.
Would that change anything?
Yeah.
If you wait for
To who?
Me! I don't want to lose another friend!
And he's there for a moment.
Trust me, I want to kill him so badly. But if we act rashly, what are we going to do? What is actionable plan do we have?
And he just slides down beside the side of the cart and just sits there. I've never had a plan. I never had plans. That's not what I did. I hid things. That's all I ever knew how to do. You have plans. Matthew had plans.
We'll be hitting this guy very hard next time.
Yeah, we need this is a time where hitting is good, but you are going up against someone for probably the first time who is stronger than you.
There's just a... So, how do we hit him? I want to do some, end of the season snapshots on some of the other character groups. Yeah, starting with Milo. You are in Amoria.
Everyone's evacuating if you want to help with that.
Yeah, I assume you might just be helping that, just, shipping people out and helping to organize people.
Yeah. Helping in which ways I can. I imagine myself almost as, +1 assistant for Alice, just because he's...
Alice has been very distant. Alice...
You haven't seen her.
You have not seen her since.
Yeah, so it's kind of been you and the Sentinels that have just been sort of...
And Stag.
Stag has been helping, by which case he walks into a situation, declares that there is a problem, says that they need to fix it, and then moves on and repeats the process.
He's managing.
He's managing.
Wild.
But, You are just assume helping with the evacuation, right?
Trying to help with the evacuation. Why are we evacuating?
You have to move.
Our location is known by all of our enemies.
Compromised location. You have to pack up everything.
Okay, it's true. Yeah, packing everything.
And you
out,
don't know where
people
you're
out.
moving.
You are doing that, and then you hear sort of a dull tone in your head. Like a radio has just opened its frequency. And you hear a voice. To all the inhabitants in range. There is about to begin something that which will involve every living being still alive on this planet. I assume then most of you will be killed. There are events happening that are far beyond any of your understanding. You have a single chance, if you will, to rally against me. I am residing currently in Apentalis. Everyone is hearing this currently. Alice, you hear this loud and clear, and you would recognize that voice anywhere.
Has he done this before? Is this like, all right, this is his fucking MMA, all right, here I am, come get me.
He's never done it to this scale.
Okay.
You can sort of feel this. Unlike most beings, you can feel this stretch as just a literal signal over the face of the entire inhabited planet. If you fail, every living being on this planet will die. You are being given a single chance to turn the tide of this. Regalia, on your way south, you're relayed this message. The crew around you, everyone seems to hear this.
Yeah. She's sort of just tapping her foot.
Theo, up in the north, panic has absolutely gripped the town near immediately. And that sort of clicks with a couple things that she knows. Back to Puddles and Jericho. You hear this as well. My name is War.